Good day, XWF Universe. Just wanted to take a few minutes and address a few things. I want to say first and foremost, it's good to be back in the US of A, but I would be remiss if I didn't say that we had a blast on our European tour. And what a send off we had with Survival of the Fittest. So, big thank you goes out to all of our hosts in the UK, Scotland, Ireland, Norway, Germany, and Spain. Also, a round of applause go out to our new champs in the XWF, starting with Cannon Rack winning the Cruiserweight title, Jack and Tyler winning the tag titles, albeit with a bit of controversy, and then Mary and Clams winning the women's tag titles. I'll have more on that in a minute. Wendell for upsetting Kobe for the Intercontinental title. I mean, that was a big upset, although Wendell remains undefeated. Rosa taking the women's Code Red title. Irish Tiger upending Alex for the Extreme title. Amy dethroning Scarlett for the XWF women's title. And yours truly for defeating Ray for the Code Red title. So indeed, we had a lot of changeover at the pay-per-view. So for Ray, I want to address Ray for just a minute. He's an amazing talent, one of the best in the world. We both left a lot of that match, and I think that fall in that I was able to hit on him on top of that table is what helped us secure the win. So I hope that this match will help Ray humble himself a bit. He's had many opportunities in recent months, and it's time for him to take that step back and let others take their shots at the world title. However, knowing Ray, like I do, Ray is like the Star Wars sand people. He's always going to come back, and he's always going to come in greater numbers. So looking forward to seeing what Ray has for us next. All right. Now, while I'm on about Ray, I need to address Mrs. Bashan as well and what went down with Mary. So at the pay-per-view after the win, Mary attempted to burn the titles. However, they were saved before too much damage was done. So, but now we kind of have a solo tag team champion in Clams. So I am waiting to hear from her who a potential tag team partner is. Hopefully she'll have something for us by Showtime tonight. Otherwise, I'm going to have to just keep my ears open and hope that she addresses that sooner rather than later. Mrs. Sarge, if you guys recall, cashed in for a rematch. So we need to know who the rematch is against. So that's kind of a strange thing. We've never had that happen before in XWF. All right. Now, I know the real reason a lot of you might be here this morning might be to hear what I have to say about Plex Romero. We'll get to that in a minute. But I do want to talk a little bit about the card tonight. So first, we're going to have a lot of debuts this evening. So we're going to have Gene making his debut in Season 3. He's going to be taking on Alex. Blaster's going to be taking on Jason Hood. Tyler Marshall wanted Irish Tiger in a last man standing match. Also, we're going to see Luis Dos Santos, Bishop Black, Extreme Ed, Pierce, and a few others going to be making their debut this evening. So I'll have the card up in a couple of hours. So just keep your eyes posted to the Discord waiting for that. And now I have to talk a little bit about Plex. I know you guys have been looking in the promos. You've been seeing what's been going on out there. I need to address this head on so that you guys can see exactly what's going on with Plex Romero. I see Plex is in the audience. So, all right, let's talk about it. So this is kind of a big deal, although maybe not for some of the reasons that some people think. So last week, while we were still in Europe, I was served a legal document from Plex, specifically a notice of correction. All right. The document was signed by Plex and his lawyer, Mr. Bart Zakalimpis. Great name, by the way. And in the document, I am respectfully asked that the title of XWF World Champion be officially removed from Tiger Beast and assigned to Plex, that he be recognized as the only XWF World Champ. So in order for the details to get out there, because I know a lot of you guys are newer to the XWF, I want you guys to understand what's going on. Plex originally won the world title in November of 2020. And in February, I had a chance to defeat him in a 2 out of 3 falls match at our pay-per-view called Your Luck Has Run Out. Fitting title, and Plex even used that against me. Our former referee, Johnny Yamato, only counted 1 fall in the match, which went to Plex. And after that, first off, there was a lot of scrutiny afterwards. So there's a lot of video that was looked over, and there was definitely no first fall, making that the second fall. So absolutely, in a 2 out of 3 falls, there was only the 1 fall that counted. Okay, so the match did not end properly. I called for a final rematch at the next pay-per-view, and Plex declined. Specifically, he said, "So until we meet again, private first ass, I bid you farewell." So Maybe he says, maybe I'll turn up in XWF, maybe I won't. Either way, I'm your undisputed XWF world champion, and I will not be controlled. I will not agree to another rematch. Let's just say your luck has run out. That was word for word what Plex said. Afterwards, I said that he was fired and banned from the XWF. However, as I was later possessed by the brother and my ability to lead the XWF was compromised, Mrs. Sarge brought Plex back in to continue to work in the fold as the Code Red GM. But in April of 2021, he resigned that position. And after that, Plex wasn't officially seen in XWF again, officially, until we honored him at Extreme Legends as an XWF Hall of Famer. All right, back then, we had to have a world champion in XWF when he left, so the old title was gone, and I made the decision to grant that current Money in the Bank holder, which at the time was Ray, the new title. And he became the new XWF World Champ. And that title has since been held, obviously, by Ray, by Eagle, and currently Tiger Beast. I thought this would have been the end of it, but Plex made his decision to leave, and we in the XWF, we had to make ours, right? So until last week when I got this notification right here in my hand. All right, now for those of you who don't know, a notice of correction is a written document that describes a condition or conduct that is not in compliance. It's not a court order. It's like a notice of violation, okay? So, as I said, this was signed by Plex and his lawyer, not by a judge, okay? So, it's basically an over-exaggerated notice from one party to the other expressing their wishes for how something should be and how further action will come later if no changes are made, okay? So, in my opinion, I don't really feel like I need to do much of anything because this is just telling me that he doesn't like what's going on and that it should be corrected, okay? So if we were to take this to court, I'm pretty confident that I, as the XWF CEO and head of creative, would be able to make a case that this is frivolous. And I mean, he attended and accepted an award at Extreme Legends without complaint a few months ago, right? So this is something new. However, I think he has a small point in his complaint. And I think I can see that even he sees a little something in the complaint I had a long time ago about there not being a clear winner, okay? Now that he has broken his silence further, per his promo a little bit earlier, I want to officially reply. So first off, Plex, I will never question your in-ring prowess. You are a champ among champs, and that was never in dispute. You have overcome all obstacles and possess all the accolades that anyone in our industry could ever want. I fully acknowledge you as being in the top 1%, okay? I don't want to have any petty bickering between us. I still look at you as a brother, even though this notice hit me for a bit of a loop, but I still look at you as a brother. Now, I would be lying if I said I didn't want one more match with a legend. So in response to your notice and your message today, I have the following response of my own. Your assertion that no attempt was made to reach out to you is false. Of course we wanted you back. After it was apparent that we couldn't reach you and we made our decision to move on, I had to do what I had to do for XWF. This is my company, and you can't assert that I am committing plagiarism with my own company. Someone like you who knows the industry better than anyone knows any federation has to have a world champ. I will not be removing the title or name from Tiger Beast, plain and simple, okay? However, after reading your post today, I can say that I will agree to all of those terms with that one small addendum. TB stays the official current XWF champ, and I will simply retire hang on. So if you win, we'll do as you asked. If I win, okay? If I win, I will simply retire that title as the original XWF title with Plex Romero as its longest holding superstar and then retired by the Sarge as its final holder. So sort of having some kind of, short of having a unification match between you and Tiger Beast, I recognize the old title as just that. It's the old title. All right. But if you win, I will recognize the title as a fully recognized and official world title for all the time that you have held it. Okay. So either way, it will be put into retirement after our match. But I will give you I will give you. Hang on. Let me see. Let me see what you got. I'm getting a text message from Plex. All right, hang on a second, guys. Hang on a second. I got a phone call from Plex. Hang on. This is getting interesting. So this is what happens when you try to do things live.
So do you accept?
All right, I'm connected. Hello? Hello? Testing 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. All right, I can hear you. All right, Plex, what do you got?
So
What have you got for
are you
these?
saying that you accept my terms?
I am saying that I accept your terms. With that one small addendum that I'm not going to keep Tiger Beast. I'm not that's the current reigning title in the XWF as of right now. I'm not going to do that. But every other thing, let me pull up your list of quote unquote demands one last time just so I can make sure we're on the same page. All right, let me go pull it up. All right. You said, all right, this is what you said. You said you wanted the match at 2 out of 3 falls for the true XWF World Heavyweight Champion. No interest in your championship, so no need to worry about that. He said, if I win, my reign is officially recognized in the history books as the longest reigning XWF World Champion that never lost the championship in his career. I can live with that. That'll be like kind of having 2 champions, but I will still recognize you as a champion for that whole period. What's the giggle for? Alrighty then. I guess that's his final words. I will say this though. I want the match as much as he does. All right, Plex. You hit the nail on the head with your comments that the immortal Babe Ruth once said that heroes get remembered, but legends never die. So I think I'll officially state right here that our pay-per-view for the end of May would be called Legends Never Die. And I look forward to putting that final exclamation point at the end of our, I guess I could call it tumultuous relationship and your career as the Sarge finally gets you to fall in. Good luck, Plex. Tonight, guys, the show's going to be a banger. As always, I'll have the card up in just a little bit. If anybody has any questions in response to this press conference, please feel free to reach out to the media team and let them know. But otherwise, I will see you guys later this evening. Y'all have a good one, and I'll holla at you later. Goodbye.